Hello again. Alright, if you watched the last video on the Porsche Le Mans 930, I teased at the end of it that I was going to do a video that explains why we only did two molds today, the Mercedes and the Porsche. We were going to run these two. This is some Can-Am just called Can-Am number 1, and this one's just called F1 number 2. We don't know what the original names were in this. Someone's got an old catalog that might have these in it. That'd be great. We could maybe get more specific with them. But plan to run it, and then we noticed some things, or I noticed some things. I say we, but it's really me. I had noticed these since we got them, but this one's got a big chunk out of it, and then you got all the holes and everything. So we've got to patch that in somehow before we run it. There's another spot there. Looks like they used some sort of like clay maybe or something in these originally to kind of fill those in and not have to like do anything major to it. But then also just look at this, all the pits in this, all over the place. I want to try and get rid of those. I mean, this is clearly an old mold, one of what is it, Roy's probably first molds back in the day, but this doesn't matter because that's going to be the cut area. But to me, this matters a lot. You know, this, I don't like this look, and that brings us then over to this one, and this one is an old one again, and it's got it really bad in spots. Let's see if I can find it now. Oh, here we go. There. It's just, there's yeah, back here. It's all over. Bad casting when they made this. So there's some there. I'm gonna try and get those filled in like we've been doing. There's some up here. So before we run this, we're gonna try and patch it up and fix it. And see, it's got the same problem on the side. Part of it's in the cut area, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I know it doesn't make it so original, but it looks bad. And I'm like, I can't believe they maybe even sold these back in the day the way they are, but you can see it. And if you were aware, look at the size of those. Jeez. We were doing going to do a Camaro body. It was worse than this. There was a 12-scope Camaro. It was, yeah, worse. We're in the middle of patching that one right now. Wet sanding, patch, wet sand sort of stuff. You know, just trying to get that all looking good. But yeah, look for these hopefully later once we get them cleaned up. Well, not cleaned up, but filled in a little bit. We'll run these. So for this one, it was that big hole. We'll probably have to do is stick some wires in there, try and get some filler in there, put some wires in there to make sure not to fill in the holes. I have to look at it. I'm assuming these holes go all the way through, but I doubt all these do. So they may just be decorative sort of things, but we'll try and see if we can fill that in and then match up the holes. You can see these were done by hand, so they're not perfectly aligned and everything. We'll try and just duplicate that. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I think that's about it. All right, have fun. Bye-bye.